Continuing at a new episode and seeing what's here. Just some boxes, nothing particularly interesting or intimidating, and some treasure to find. Quite handy. And no way. Oh yeah, no way to get in here because I read is with the other group. A big fat dead end. Made dead by shooting its back of the head with a 44 Magnum. Luckily these things are actually immense, very predictable, as in they don't move. But the counterpart is they hit like a ton of bricks.
Let's do this right.
And that's not always a pleasant thing to be facing.
Here goes. That's it.
Enemy capable of shooting like a ton of bricks. But if I can take them from afar,
Why can't you cut a girl a break?
oh damn. They do recover a bit from if I try to flee them.
It's on you. I'll show you what I can do. Let's go. Gotta be slow for you.
But I'm doing my best to try to focus on putting just one enemy out of but one at a time.
Not going out like this.
And they seem to have also the basic habit of
I'm coming. Do this right.
focusing on just another member of the group, so in a sense that's quite smart. It's smart tactics in that sense,
Sorry, but I gotta.
but also quite stupid in that they can,
I got this.
the other members can just usually just hammer at
I'll
them
show
like
you what I can do.
they would be just. I think double cheap trap should cause quite nice amount of pain to it.
That's the way to do it.
Yep, your ambushing monstrosities or machineries didn't do a thing, and actually it's in a very smart from Hojo to actually put there some technologies to actually guard this place as well. It wouldn't be so simplistic.
You think now the others can get across too?
Break them down. And time to switch to other team. Interesting gimmick, yes, but it's growing old quite fast.
We used the control panel here a little while ago, so you should be able to get to the other side. Can you check?
Roger that. We'll get pretty bored anyway.
Yep, switch party.
You two stay there. We'll call if anything comes up.
Okay. Be careful.
And now I can get here, jumpy. And I must press the switch number 2 to open that door, whatever horrors that place has.
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
Whatever it is, it can't be good, because just doing experiments which are quoting a not so great film but still completely watchable is that abomination in the eyes of the god. And Hojo's made for that. Hell, Hojo himself is some kind of abomination, looks like. Or at least somebody who doesn't spends way too much time in his creepy laboratory instead of, well, that's a pot and kettle in that case, because I spend most of my time in my creepy laboratory, but Hojo spends even more of that. So yeah. Google medals. All kinds of... I'm certain this place also has its dose of... deformed...
Commencing test. All personnel must evacuate area. Commencing test.
No holding back.
Yeah. These same things, but now I can give it an assessment.
I got your number.
Very strong and up completely and don't obey anybody. Magnificent success. We want to create a creature which is extremely strong, angry and volatile. Oh, it works. How strong and angry and volatile it is? Well, angry, strong and volatile enough to not take any kind of instructions. Nice blockage. Got a lot of pain.
Let's switch it up.
Bullets. And maximum fury as well. Bullets take those things quite nicely.
That it?
Apparently it was. Yeah, Hojo, your things.
I hope you're enjoying your experience.
Why don't you come down here and ask me?
Before you get any ideas, you should know this glass is bulletproof. No discernible changes after contact. Most fascinating.
Hey, we ain't done yet.
It seems we have no choice.
Yeah, he's running a his experiment of his own. And I think he really is running this as an experiment instead of as some sort of sadistic game to kill us fast. Or kill us slowly. There's a bit difference between just a sadistic maniac and sadistic maniac with a scientific streak. Hojo's of the latter part.
Commencing test. All personnel must evacuate area. Commencing test.
Take your best shot.
Keep it tight.
Alright, what the... Triple slash. These shock rays are just were nothing but waste of time.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's got that spinny blade thingy around it.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, Barrett's taken to himself a habit of being annoyance to the enemies.
Hang back. All right.
That's really annoying. Oh, it's flashing. Infinity's end. It's out.
I guess.
How'd you like watching your precious toys get torn to shreds?
I never grow tired of watching my toys be broken, no matter how many times I've seen it happen. Such is the case when you truly enjoy your work. Now, for the next step.
Yep, snarkiness is quite strong. Even Hojo is able to throw out some counter snark on his own, although he's not so much giving it, but he's responding very efficiently to the snark. So yeah, so writing is good. Hojo's got a lot more personality than he used to, even though he was creepy mad scientist before, but now he's even more so.
Now's our chance to kill the bastard. Time for you to pay the piper.
Bulletproof glass.
They never learn.
Commencing test. All personnel must evacuate area. Commencing test.
Alright, go and bite him. I would say go and eat him. He's got systems.
Be a good boy and keep the other pets company.
Oh yes.
Shit, looks like Red might need our help up there.
Some kind of
Let's do it right. No holding back. Try this. That's
oh yeah.
anytime now. That's long. Feeling good.
Yeah, Barrett's quite made himself quite competent at keeping the enemy bastards busy. Yeah, and as they are, that kind of things, they might be quite eager to. There you are. That's much more, looks much more intimidating than it actually is. Although it certainly is intimidating as well. Chop it apart.
Keep it together.
Alright, watch and learn. Knock on this.
There you are, quite unpleasant things.
Come on, we're going.
So time to get going. Get Red out of his trouble.
Get out of here.
Security, of course, Red would have a security drone.
Where's Hojo? Sorry, he got away. Forget about him for now.
But I'm quite certain that Red, with those quite impressive fangs of his mouth, would have probably eaten Hojo's head off with a one big huge bite. And it's real nice that, of course, the improved graphics really make it show that he is a huge, ferocious looking, some kind of tiger thing, but that well, what do you call it, mane or ridge or something, is something more akin to a wild hogs or something. There's quite much of quite mishmash of all kinds of traits different animals have, and it's real nice that they did not design him red to be cute. They designed him to be look intimidating. Of course, I am quite certain there might be some scenes where they emphasize him that he knows how to be a cute.
Test subjects don't receive treatment. They're enhanced or dissected.
This guy's a real piece of work.
What the hell more?
Now what? Hey! Let us out!
Oh, that thing.
I remember you.
He remembers us.
But I do like the amount of snarkiness they brought to Raid. He's not without bleak sense of humor. Yeah, he remembers us. There's something like that kind of Captain Obvious statements of comic sense that make it so that ferocious tiger is about to attack you, something like that. I think he's angry. It might be angry, but it did quite a lot of damage. What the hell is that? More? Did he just... Oh yeah, he called aid. Lots of it. So it just got a bit more difficult, unpleasant. Let's bring out the LG aura. But Cloud might be better able to... And Red is able to dish out quite a nice amount of pain. Because that, what was it, Stardust Grave, was one of his limit breaks. Oh shit. State of the elements. In amounts of... you don't even want to think how much there is coming. But luckily I can just... Legit or... You don't things want to get too near. Barrett, no, because he's able to give out some amount of hurt to you. Give up the limit break. They went out.
Good job.
Whatever, man. Let's go.
Unpleasant certainly unpleasant thing. So, but let's see what's down here. That was some kind of boss fight, maybe mini boss or, well, not complete full boss with a much bigger displays of dramatics, but still much. And of course, seeing that how huge this laboratory is, I'd like to explain why there's so little floors, because this is about 10 floors high all by itself. One floor, about 30 meters, or even maybe even more.
One step at a time it is.
I don't see any elevators around here. I'll let Tifa and Alex know.
Nice. Not. I can't even see the. Oh, actually, I can see the roof. But judging by the structures of this place, this would be something about 20 stories high, high room or floor, however you want to call it.
That's the door to the 4th floor.
If we want to get in, we'll need to go all the way back to the central terminal.
But the door we used to get here is shut. So what now?
The passages have to be connected somehow.
Yeah, there is. And Mr. Sociopath Hojo is quite eager to see us tested, but saving, resting and all that at the same place. And not here, it's down these steps. Oh, there's some boxes to break down just because, hey. And Red, feel free to go there.
Please.
And he can also...
It's a PHS terminal. Call up Tifa. See if they can get to the central terminal.
Oh, that's also an... Oh,
Hey, you okay down there?
No holding back.
he is quite Red is quite competent at surviving things, but
Shit, he can't hold them off forever.
all right. Up.
Right. On it. Tifa, you there? Red fell to your level. Can you try to get to him?
And it's real nice that they already refer to him as Red. Well, mostly because, hey, somebody's... At easiest it would be something like Red the 13th instead of just Red, but... Oh, I have to deal with these.
I'm coming. You'll see.
Gotta fight these things down. Oh, big kaboom.
Why don't you lead the way?
They can do quite a nasty things.
I'll be fine. Stop it!
And they explode. But that luckily doesn't seem to be much of a damage, it's more like just for annoyance
We'll make it quick.
what they deliver with their... They got a lot of magic power.
So long.
But I still find it quite strange that the
Stay strong, okay?
Aerith would be using much more of magics. Well, they wanted to emphasize that her magic being most likely, even though in this game magic is a known thing without any,
You ready?
you could say, mysteries.
Let's pour on the I can help too. Bring this one's for you.
Hey, you are out.
That's over.
There's lots of cockroaches in here.
You don't want to make me mad. Get him! It's on you. Here goes. You'll see.
Now those things just go crazy.
One more shot.
Prayer's quite handy.
I'll take care of you. Harry, what the?
And also now did some looking around and of course checked some close-ups from Aerith's shoes. They're called tanker boots, which are that kind of shoes which are, well, instead of usual shoelaces or even Velcro bands, they usually have some sort of like a belt kind of strap thing to keep them closed.
I'll show you what I
Just
can
because all the shoelaces and all those could very easily be stuck all kinds of gaps and holes,
do. This one's for you.
well, gaps in tank floor, so that's why they don't have them.
Why don't you lead the way? There. Too late. Stay back.
And so it might be that maybe making just shoes with shoelaces would have been too difficult to
Sorry for the wait.
model, but they did. But it's a nice detail that those kind of shoes are real. Not the most commonly used, of course, because hey, they're specialist shoes, but still completely real footwear, or this kind of type of footwear.
Get him.
But now Red doesn't have anything to go. I don't know, is it some sort of fashion in this world that the shoelaces are not used as much as them, what's it, straps? About
Watch yourself. So it's my turn?
as a way to keep your boots. More.
Let's finish this.
Nice tackle.
You okay?
I am now.
Nice one.
It's a real nice kitty.
Have Cloud and Barrett found anything?
Actually, they just found the entrance to the 4th ward. But to unlock it, they have to access the central terminal, which they cannot do from their position.
Maybe we can get to it instead.
Yeah, let's try.
Yep, getting forward, and I was quite certain. And I do find that this kind of rhythming of putting this Hojo doing his mad experiments at this base isn't so well done in this case.
Off I go.
And I'm certain that human could have gone through that fencing if it is actually solid metal fencing instead of glass or anything.
Look, an elevator.
Yeah, it's metal fencing. It's just that human would have taken much longer time to get through that, but it certainly wouldn't be impossible.
And it's not moving.
The professor still has plans for us, I presume.
For the record, I don't like this one bit.
All that remains is the 4th ward. We must trust in Cloud and Barrett to see it through.
How in hell does he? Well, no, his name. I'd assume that if Aerith is able to do some sort of telepathy,
I really
that.
wish you wouldn't.
Oh yeah, more of these critters. Shock rays.
One more shot. Gotcha. It's over. Got that. Too late.
Yeah, they go down.
That's a win.
And now, as I do remember, Raid is the first non-human character you can actually play as in Final Fantasy games. Although the actual, in a sense, how you can play him is a bit wonky, as in you just give him commands in the battle menu.
This was a good idea,
As
right?
that it's, but it's still the fact that when they moved to the 3D graphics in Final Fantasy VII, or at least 3D character graphics, they were able to make it. They made use of it by bringing two non-humanoid characters to the game, which is to say Raid and Keiichi. And well, Keiichi is just a remote controlled robot. Although, is it so like a remote controlled robot, or is it somehow, or does it have any autonomous functions? I don't know. Hard to say. But it's still a robot, and it. I don't know how they're gonna make it. How they're gonna do the introduction. At least they already did throughout the cameo. But when do they give up the full introduction? Okay, where is the? Oh, here it is. PHS terminal. That's also an interesting detail.
Yeah, we found an elevator on our side.
Good. Glad to hear it.
But we can't use it for some reason.
Hojo did something, I know it.
There's only one thing we can do. We need to head to the 4th Ward, just like he wants.
We unlocked it on our side. You should be able to get in.
Thanks. Wait for us there.
Yeah, switch, and I hope the group, those Tifa's group, is actually knows how to move independently to that. And no, I don't have Red in this group, or this crew, however you wanna call it. And I have to deal with these unknown entities. But couple of nice chops, and they went down like sack of bricks, which is in a sense quite. This hopeable. Save and the rest. I'm doing it a lot. I do certainly say that this phase of the Shinra building has gotten, you could say, gotten weaker from the original one, as in the.
Guess so.
He really likes you.
Maybe.
Friendly guy, but he has a hard time opening up to people.
Well, that makes two of us.
He's got your back, though. Makes two of us.
I was not thinking. Oh yeah, the pacing. It was much more effective in the original one, as in you got captured when you tried to leave, and then there was the clear rampage of something coming out and leaving a trail of corpses and blood behind, which was a much more effective way of building tension than this one is. Although this, of course, does much better work at introducing Hojo, but it makes the that you could say horror feel of something. Yeah, Shinra is it's an antagonistic organization with a very ruthless president and most likely quite corrupt officials in it as well. But when the Sephiroth shows up, it's something that they are afraid of. Yeah. Oh, what the? Oh, more. Oh, this beast. This also appeared at the basic building of the Final Fantasy Silver building. And it's real nice that they made it to the... Let's just make the assessment.
Deal with that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, but first you create some sort of crazy machine and then you maybe figure out ways how to control it. That's not particularly smart way of making all kinds of things, building, but Shinra seems to follow that kind of method of not caring actually so much how unpleasant or crazy their creatures might be, because this one doesn't certainly appear particularly well adjusted or pleasant thing. Oh, now it got hurt and I hope it gives up. Nope, it's just going crazier. Most likely calling friends as well. Well, it's probably real fun thing.
I think it's coming this way.
Oh, now the other group has to fight it.
You're up. I'll take care of them.
Yeah, well,
Get him.
stay out of its way.
Get ready. That'll do.
Ouch, that's quite unpleasant what it's doing. Then,
You can do it. Let's go.
oh hey, I managed to get it poisoned. That's nice.
That was close. Watch
And it apparently causes quite a shit ton of damage on its those sweeps.
Can you fight?
I'm wide awake now.
This'll hurt.
Yeah, but it's just a thing going around.
Get him.
Going out a volley of weirdness. I'm certain that would have done a lot of damage if I hadn't been able to avoid it.
Focus.
Okay, this'll hurt. That's it.
Yep, getting it stopped gives it a lot of hurt. Oh yeah, now it's gone to the crazy mood again.
Watch yourself. I'll take care of them.
Live wire. That's somehow a completely appropriate name for that kind of attack. Oh shit.
Lend
And
me
it's
your
got
strength.
taking out the healing wind.
No way. Okay, up and at him.
I'm quite certain that Tifa's about to hammer it down. Yeah. Eat it, Red. I recommend biting. Scratching's also good. Well, that explains where all these creatures from Shinra's headquarters came along. Alright, this sequence in this laboratory with the Hojo doing the examinations feels bit padding.
Triumph. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Yes, I believe I have just about all the data that I require. Then we are ready to proceed to the next stage.
Yeah.
Yes, we got it to work.
Could this be a trap?
Don't worry, the elevators are safe.
I am quite certain that's true.
Alright, if you say so.
This phase has been much more, you could say, not as interesting or good, efficient in the
Are we there already?
mood setting.
No, something tells me that we aren't. Call it a hunch.
I hear something.
And there is... Well, this is the tunnel. The other crew...
I think it might be locked from this side.
Should we open it up then?
Yeah, open it.
Well,
Get out of the way!
Hey, you guys.
That's kind of that's humorous, and it's really nice take about Rivera's character that when he gets to this kind of action thing, he wears
past time we got
he
out
puts
of here.
sunglasses
Made our
on.
way to the roof.
There's an elevator just over there. But it will move only at Hojo's discretion.
I am quite certain that Hojo wants us to get there. He's got... He's a loose cannon about this mad science
Well, okay
thing.
then. Looks like the elevator is working.
It appears Hojo's done having his fun.
Glad to hear he enjoyed the show.
To whatever it leads, it can't be good. And seeing that Sephiroth already is walking out of this place.
Hey,
And that way broken isn't even nearly as intimidating as it was originally.
Who would?
We may find out soon.
And that's not even correct colored blood, that's this kind of weird creepy goo. It serves the same function, but it lacks that same visual emphasis of what has happened already. But this glow and purplish color emphasizes how alien it is. So it's a bit of
The
50-60.
president's office, and then the roof.
Yeah, it's empty, but somebody
Wait.
very
Once we
messy.
get in that elevator, there's no turning back.
We're ready. Right?
The elevator back there can take us down to the central terminal again. Now's the time for any unfinished business.
Well, actually, it's time to do check out that if there is any unfinished business. So I'm gonna end this episode right here. It might have been a bit shorter, but it doesn't matter. Not yet.